From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, the day was pretty nice for some spots that had the sunshine. Those that were in the fog for most of the day, you can kind of see the difference in the temperature here. As you see, visibility, of course, which I showed you a while ago, to the west end of the valley is down to less than a quarter of a mile to the west end. In Ontario, 38 is their high today. 40 degrees was the high temperature in Caldwell, 45 in Nampa. Finally, when you get to Boise, Meridian, temperature starts warming up just a little bit more, maintains itself a bit as you head eastward. Look at Twin, up to 58 degrees. Most of your mountains had temperatures today that were pretty close to 50 degrees. Follow the changes on this one, okay? Here's your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow is much like what we had today in the past couple of days. Wherever your location, you could almost say it's going to be a repeat of what's happening today, okay? Some fog, but then becoming mostly sunny during the day. Temperature up to 54 with a low down to 32. Some areas that had fog for most of the day. And of course, that could start to change a little later tomorrow afternoon as a frontal system moves in. And when it does, look at the difference between the temperature. 54 for tomorrow, then Sunday at 45 with a low of 36. It gets us cold enough that we're 34 for the low on Monday. And it looks as though the storm system will start to move in about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and that could provide some snow to begin with. So I have snow changing to rain. Likely the rain will start mixing in around 9:30, 10:30, somewhere along through there. So we're dry, and then the next storm system, same thing. 25 for the low, starts out with snow changing to rain, but then we get down to 27, 37, and then down to 19. What's left of the storm is scattered snow showers or lighter snow, and it's going to be snow because the temperatures are dropping. It's December and it's showing. And it's really showing even to the Hawaiian Islands. If you take a look at this, here's the island chain down through here. And you notice there's a blizzard warning in Hawaii. The big island here in the red spots, that's a blizzard warning for 12 inches of snow possible and winds that could gust above 100 miles an hour on some of the mountaintops there. Now, some of the mountains there are as high as 13,000 feet. So you know Mount Bora, the highest in Idaho, is a little over 12,000 feet. So they do have that possibility. So here's the Hawaiian Islands. The storm itself, the lowest to the north, and it's forcing moisture and cold air into the area. Now, it's going to cool down in Honolulu, but they're not going to be getting the snow. But in the higher elevations, that's a pretty good possibility with those blizzard warnings. If you look out here, here's our storm for Monday morning as it starts to push into the area. And if you look at this on the Futurecast, you'll see that early Sunday morning, there's a little movement in the air. That could really help out for the air stagnation. And then by the time we get to Sunday morning, you can really see the snow that's starting to push through. There it is. It was very quick, but it showed snow coming into the area. As far as amounts, well, you can see that we're looking at as much as 6 inches up McCall, Stanley, with 5 inches of snow. Possibility of an inch, but that's tricky because it's going to be turning to rain on Monday. So just to let you know that. We're going to provide you with more weather, of course, tonight at 10 o'clock, so join us then.